Hey everyone, it's Jennifer, and I'm back to share a gift I made for a friend of mine who's moving. I had asked her some questions about favorite colors and things, and so this is what I came up with for her. So her favorite color is orange. So that is what I covered the book with. This is a chipboard cover that I covered with a layer of batting and fabric to get this look. And I just want to show you the whole thing opened up. Is a round doily that I used to decorate it with. And then here on the spine, this was a decorative piece off the dress that I used. And the fabric itself is the dress that she had given me to craft with. They were some Indian saris and dresses. So I'm really happy with how this came out. And the kit that I've used throughout it is one by Ephemera's Vintage Garden called Wings for Jonathan. It's a beautiful kit. Debbie Ann, I loved working with it. This is a doily flower that I had cut out of a small piece of doily that was too small to use on anything else. So added a little button there. This is embossed cardstock behind here. This is the actual junk journal pages, and I just shrunk the image down to use it on the cover. And then I added these little metal corners to embellish it and some seam binding bows up here in the corner. So I hope you can see all the details there, and we will go inside. Okay. So for the inside, I did that doily as a pocket in the front and back. And here I've done a couple of tags with lace and seam binding. And they're just blank on the back, so she could journal on them or do whatever she needs to. And then this is a small journal booklet that I printed out. And these are the actual pages in the kit. And I shrunk it down to 4x6, added some lace, and then just added in some papers in it. Coffee dyed and some other printed digitals from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. So I really like how that came out. The butterflies are from Tracys Seaside Studio that I used. I fussy cut them out. This is Stampin' Up! Die here, and then more of the images from that die cut sheet and doily. And then the papers that I used are scrapbook papers that I found recently at Tuesday Mornings by Cane Company. So I really like those because they were double-sided. This is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, just a little journal sheet that I printed out and shrunk down. This is an offcut from another piece, which I'll show you later in the second signature. A doily. This is a page from the Wings for Jonathan kit. As well as this. This is from KB and Friends. I believe it's her Woodland kit, it's called. Some ledger paper that I've added a paper clip to, and some stenciling. More paper from that Cane Company pad. Another page from the digital kit. This is just out of like a doodling book I had, and I just thought it looked nice with the black and white. This is paper by Bo Bunny. This is another handmade tag that I created. I'm sorry, not that I created. This is another handmade tag from the kit. And then I just added the lace and seam binding to it. This is ledger paper, and I did stenciling on that. That's also from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. More of the Cane Company paper. This is a book page that I distressed and added lace to. I made it into a pocket and then just shrunk the page down to fit the size I wanted with some lined on the back. Another page from the kit, a doily, more ledger paper with stenciling, more of the Cane Company paper. This is a mini envelope that's in the kit, and that comes off, and inside of it is just a small journaling card. So that's being held on by a paper clip at the top here. This is Bo Bunny paper here. With a little journaling card I made into a tuck spot, and then added this tag from the kit More of the Digi kit. This is an envelope I altered so that I would get 2 pockets out of it. It's a doily with one of the butterflies from Tracys Seaside Studio and some cheesecloth behind it. And then I've just made a little embellishment there. And then I shrunk the pages down even smaller to fit inside of that one. So I like that I was able to shrink the pages down, making the size I needed, and carried that theme throughout. This was a freebie from someplace. I don't remember where exactly. On my centers, I did put some beads, and the wooden beads were off from the dress she gave me to craft with. And then I added the orange bead on the one. More the other side of the envelope, and there is another page in there. And more of that, the die cutting. Here is more of the Bo Bunny paper. Here's another tag from the kit that I embellished. Another butterfly added there. More of the Kane Company paper. Here's another one of the envelopes, another one of those little cards in it. Ledger paper with the stenciling, a doily. More of the Wings for Jonathan kit. This is the other side of the book page in here with a shrunk down page in it. More ledger. This is the back side of that Bo Bunny paper, and I used it because she said she liked red roses, so that's where I incorporated those from, because I had a really tough time finding red roses in a digital kit that didn't have pink with them. This is a large tag that I made from a 8.5 by 11 size digi I printed out from the kit, and I just backed it on some orange marbled paper, make it sturdier, and that's in a glassine bag. More ledger paper here. The rest of that KB and Friends printable, page from the kit, the doily, and this is the last. This is the cover of our signature. And then here I have a second signature with lace on the edge, the doily here, the Stampin' Up! Die cut, and a couple of fussy cut butterflies. Oh no, how'd that happen? There's another offcut that created a tuck spot here with another journaling spot. Here is a doily. More of the pages from the kit. Another KB and Friends, and this time I reversed it so the butterflies are on the back and the music is on the front. Here's another ledger sheet with a paper clip and stenciling. More of the Kane Company paper. Now here's where I got those offcuts from to create the tuck spots in the fronts. These were a little too wide, so I just cut off like a 1/2 inch, and it made it perfect for me to tuck into these little book page pockets that I made, which I think these were inspired by Patricia Veramonte's. So this has a little T card from Tracys Seaside Studio, which holds the flap closed. I have lace here, and on the inside I have a little journaling card. That just goes in there, and then this tucks in behind it, and another page from the kit, and a journaling page. This is more of the Bo Bunny paper. This is a tag I embellished. Gosh, I can't talk today. This is more ledger paper with stenciling. Another page from the kit, a doily, more of the Bo Bunny paper, printed ledger paper, K & Company, another page from the kit. Here is the second envelope that I did. This one is a card that comes in the kit itself, so I just used that to embellish it with. And then inside is another, of course, shrunk down page from the kit. So that's what's in there, and the same center as the other one. Ledger paper. Here's another tag that I embellished. I added a butterfly there for decoration. Here's another large tag that I created from the offcut of an 8.5 by 11 sheet. More ledger. Here's another tuck spot, and in here I have another tag I've embellished. And here's the other book page. Same as the other one. This holds it closed, and there's a different card in that one that was in the kit. And then that just goes back under here. This pulls out again. I just added a paper clip for pop of color there. More ledger, the rest of the KB and Friends paper, the kit paper, a doily, and this is the end of our last signature. And then in the back pocket, I duplicated that same doily there with a couple more of the extra pages that I had left. So just pop those in there. And then this is another little book that I created, shrinking the pages down to 4x6 and adding lace to it, and the inside also, and then it just has a few little journaling pages in there. So that is my project share. As I said, I created this for a friend who's moving. I hope she loves it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing it too. And if you're interested in that kit, head over to Ephemera's Vintage Garden and look for Wings for Jonathan. The ledger paper that I used is a separate kit. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So, all right, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye.